Like me just being the youngest, I was the youngest until Raven Felix got signed and all that. Me being one of the youngest artists on the game and being from Chicago, I feel like I just got a whole nother wave because Taylor Gang in general, we got like this, like a positive fan base, weed smoking fan base, bitch like hippie females and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So that was just dope for me being where I'm from and stuff like that. And like Will used to always tell me, like, man, you gonna be bigger than me, you gonna surpass me and all this. This like when we first met after I did the feature on Cabin Fever 2 and all that. He just told me like, yeah, you gonna be bigger than me, you gonna surpass me and everything, man. I know you very observant and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I just I want you to be able to follow all my steps so long as I'm like without doing anything different or just adding your flavor or your own formula, but follow my steps without basically making any mistakes, you feel me? So like my plan with that shit just to be just to do what he said. Shit, I want to surpass him. I want to be big as him, and if possible, bigger than what he is. And he not done, so that just mean I got more and more work to do. I used to tweet like Wiz in my music until don't you know how on Twitter you can go to jail on like Twitter jail and shit. I used to have like, and your limit was 250 tweets and shit like that. Like 100 to 200 of my tweets a day was to them, like just tweeting Wiz and tweeting Taylor Gang people to get their attention, because I was already like wearing the Converse shirts, Chuck Taylor cargo pants with the high socks and shit like that. I was already like hella inspired and shit like that. But like my manager, like I've been back and forth to Atlanta like most of my life and shit like that. So my manager out in Atlanta, he actually ran into my dad. My dad do real estate and shit out there too. I'm about to start doing like real estate and shit too. My dad ran into Josh Spice, my manager, and he was just telling them about me, like, yeah, my son taking this music serious and stuff like that. And my manager, he was already like a big mentor in Wiz life and shit like that. He had knew Wiz for a minute, like a good minute way before all of this. So he like, yeah, like if we could figure out what he, like his direction with it, how much he really want to do it and stuff like that, like we can make it happen. So it just started with my manager coming from Atlanta to Waukegan and shit like that to fuck with me, feel me out, see where I was. I was recording in the basement at that time. He came to one of my sister's mom's basement that I was always recording in, and he was just chopping it up with me, man. He like, I'm gonna get you some different beats and all this, you know what I'm saying? So when Wiz was on the 2050 tour and he came to Chicago, they had me come up to the tour or whatever, come backstage to meet Wiz. Wiz was just telling me, even that day, he just told me, like, when I just told him, like, shit, I appreciate you even taking the time out to chop it up with me and, you know what I'm saying, even check me out somewhat, whatever. Because at the time, I didn't really know where it was going to go for real, you know what I'm saying? It could have been any kind of situation to where I really didn't end up with Taylor Gang. But he had just told me, like, nah, bro, if you here because you meant to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he like, we definitely going to do some shit. He gave me his number. I ended up talking to Sledgerin by the tour buses and shit, and he was just telling me just like basically they just were like normal niggas with money that end up coming up, that end up being just blessed and fortunate and all that. He was just saying like for real, and he had told me, like, Sledgerin told me this, like, man, we had actually seen your cause I got this video, a song called Probably that was on YouTube a long ass time ago. I was down like 16, 17, some shit. That's one of the videos I used to tweet to them all the time, and I was in this pink ass motherfucking truck, like the seats pink, paint pink, the motherfucking rims pink. I was on some real like Killer Siege and Cameron shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I had like different scenes where I had on like the whole little Chuck swag, like I said, high socks cargos with the Converse shirts and all that shit with the Chucks on and shit like that. So he was like, man, we actually did see one of your like your videos and shit with the pink truck. That's all he remembered. Like, I remember that pink truck. So we had seen you know what I'm saying? So Ja bringing you to us and all that had to been meant to happen, because I already seen y'all, like you was on our ass basically. And it's so crazy, bro, because for real, like, you know, Wiz used to be signed to Rostrum and shit like that. Like, I had this long ass fucking email that I was about to like send to them to try to get Rostrum attention, because I just wanted to be signed to them because I knew Wiz was with them. You know what I'm saying? So I kept writing a whole bunch of shit just about my life, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I would never send it. Like, I didn't know if I was finished writing it. I didn't even know like where it would go. I just never sent that motherfucker. Then all this shit ended up happening where I met them. So after he gave me his number and I talked to Sledgerin and all that, a little bit after that, he flew me out to Cali. That's when we started working on Cabin Fever 2 and shit like that. I was supposed to be on like 5, 6 songs, but I left too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ended up leaving early, and I regret it to this day. Like, why the fuck didn't I just sit my ass down to LA? You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I ended up leaving early and shit like that. But even then, Wiz, he had asked me like, First of all, he asked me, like, is you 18, bro? And I, like, when he first met me, I think I was 17. So a little bit after that, maybe, just turned 18 or some shit. Something like that, you know. I know I was talking to him a little bit when I was 17 or whatever, but he was like, is you 18 and shit? I'm like, yeah, bro, I just turned 18 and shit like that. He like, all right, because we don't smoke with kids and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? He like, I can't pass you the weed and shit, you a kid and shit. But he's just like, is you with this whole, like, the wave we on, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, this weed, money, bitches, and just positive vibes and, like, just living free type shit. I'm like, hell fucking yeah, I'm with this shit, you know what I'm saying? So he like, all right, that's what's up then. He like, I got you then, bro, just pay attention. We gonna be up in the studio, we gonna vibe out, you know what I'm saying? So he took me on to Vegas and all that shit, and he was just, that's when, in Vegas is when he told me, like, bro, you gonna be bigger than me, I see it already, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how it happened, like, through my manager and just me being back and forth in Atlanta, and actually my dad just being meeting my manager, Josh Spice, and then Josh Spice making it actually to the point where I could really get up with them and connect with them, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how it happened.
Man, we dropped that motherfucker now, man. The first time, you know, did nobody even know the record, but you could just hear people chanting, like you just hear trying to say it. When I was just hearing it, when I hear them saying, trying to say it, it's automatically let us know, like, well, we got something.
Oh, you got it out here, it's legal, da-da-da, tried it. I was like, oh, this what I've been missing out on. This is why at every single session, we can't start until the producer or the songwriter or the artist got weed. I never understood it, but it's never made any more sense than it does now that I understand.
I don't fuck with Bone Thugs. I used to listen to them growing up. I'm saying I ain't bumping to them yet. So them the main ones I want to work with. Bone Thugs. Everybody else reachable.
So while they was in the back, another girl jumped in the front, you know what I'm saying?
Try to drive off?
Yeah, up the driver's seat. Like, yo, like, I'm looking at her, but I'm attacked already. So I'm looking at her.
She looking back.
She
like,
looking back like,
y'all ready?
Like, we about to drive off with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? She looking back like this. I'm like, yo.